Halloween is coming and I'm going to show you how to make this multi-layered file with my free witches alphabet, letter and number set, but I'm also going to show you how to incorporate the spider's web into it. So I'm going to provide you with the top layer of the alphabet and number set. I'm going to show you how to use your contouring tools to build up a multi-layered file, and also how to use slice and weld to convert a simple spider's web pattern into the witches alphabet, and it's really easy. Hi, I'm Sarah, this is Extraordinary Chaos. I am the crafter and designer behind this channel, and I'm here to help you get the most out of your Cricut machine using files, how to make contours and how to design your own files. And today we are looking at my new witches alphabet and number set. That is free for you to download and you will get the top layer. And then we're going to upload that into Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to show you how to make a really quick Halloween monogram using slicing, welding and the contour tool. We're going to incorporate the spider's web into it and create a letter that you can frame. If you're arranging a Halloween party or a Halloween event, or you just want to do some spooky decor, then you can make names, you can put numbers, you can do all sorts of these. These are also great for scrapbooking layouts. So let's jump onto Cricut Design Space and we'll get started. So upload your chosen witch letter or number, and once you've got that in Design Space, you're going to go back and upload your spider's web. So I will pop the link to that below. And when you download your spider's web file, so I'll just drop the shop link below so you can just go direct to the file. You want the top layer, which is the finer spider's web layer. Now you're going to go ahead and duplicate your first layer of your witch alphabet. So the top layer is going to be a black glitter cardstock. You can use whatever colour you want. And then for this layer, I'm going to remove the contours of the hat. I think the ears of the cat and maybe the nose, and the rest of it I'm going to leave open. Now, can you see that I've made a mistake here because I've removed the outer areas? Just go in and click on the main image and it will bring it back. That's a really common and easy thing to do in contour, but it's easy to resolve. So I'm going to pop that to the back and we're going to colour that purple. And you can see there we've got purple ears and purple nose on our cat and the hat, but I've left the buckle open for now. So my next layer I'm going to hide all contours here, and then I'm going to open the contours because I wanted to get rid of the cat's eyes and they're just really fiddly. So for this I want to remove the contour of the cat's eyes and the top of my witch's cauldron. The rest of it I'm going to leave closed. I might do the buckle on the witch's hat too. And there you go, that's that. So sometimes if you've got really fine areas, you can remove all and then put back what you don't want, if that makes sense. So the letters of the A. So I'm going to put that to the back and turn that green. And you'll be able to see now that the cat's eyes will shine through, and obviously whatever potion is going on in that cauldron. So now we're going to do the spider's web layer. So we're going to duplicate this layer first because we're going to need the back layer, but we're going to then go and hide all contours. So when you hide the contours, you want to keep the behind the witch's broom, that open bit between the witch's broom and the letter, and the centre of the letter A open, because you don't want the spider's web in there. So I'm going to position it over my letter where I want it. And you want it to cover the letter, but you want to still see that it's a spider's web, so you don't want to make it too big. So it doesn't matter if some of the edges are not showing or are missed out. And then we're going to remove the contour of the middle of the letter and the broomstick and then slice it out. And you can see there, it doesn't really make much sense to look at the moment. But when you pop this in your letter, I'm just going to see if there's any open bits there. There was just a tiny bit there that had been missed and a bit up in that corner. Get rid of some of those bits, because if they're loose you don't want them, they're just going to cut loose. You just want the solid all touching spider's web. And you can see now when you pop it in, it all makes sense. It fits in your letter perfectly. So we're going to just position that and make sure it's perfect, make sure there's no bits hanging over the edges. And when we're happy, we're going to weld it. And now we've got the spider's web incorporated into our letter. And now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that, bring this over and move it to the back. And I'm going to right click and click move to back and change that to silver. So go to the top bar and click on silver, and that will be like a fine spider webby. I'm going to cut it in a glitter so it sparkles. And now we're going to go back to our last layer, remove all the contours. The only contours we want to keep are in between the broomstick and the letter and the middle of the letter. We're going to right click and move that to the back. And I'm going to make that a navy blue because it almost needs to be a night sky colour. But again, you can use whatever colours you like. Once I've got that all ready, then I can align it all, make sure that it all lines up perfectly, which it should. And then we will send it to cut. So I want it to be quite large, this letter. We could use it in a box frame, or it would also be really great if you made the whole Halloween word. So now we're going to send it to cut, and I am going to set it on the setting glitter cardstock and more pressure, and cut it on a green cutting mat. Here we are cutting out our spiderweb layer. I've used a silver glitter card so that we've got a lacy spiderweb type effect. It's just a really fine glitter, so that should look great. And we've got several layers to cut out, so I will see you at the other end. And here are all of our layers cut out. I'm going to line them up first to make sure that we've got them all. Top layer, spider's web layer, and there we go, all lined up. I don't know if I'd made the right decision not doing glitter for the hat, but let's build it and see how we get on. So we're going to work back forwards. I'm going to use bigger sticky pads for those bits, the more open, larger areas, and I'm going to use small ones for the more intricate areas. And as we build up the stickers, I'm just going to put them on areas so that I've got the bigger ones in the middle and the smaller ones around the edges, just to create a frame so that as you build it up, it will be evenly lifted off of the back layer. And that's really important when making layered files. And we're going to pop the first layer on, which is our spider web. Now you could use glue to attach these, but I do like the idea of it being a bit more 3D with the sticky pads. Now as we go on to our next layer, again we're just building up. Now generally with paper cuts like this, it will get more intricate as you go along, and you can cut your sticky pads in half, which does make it easier. So we're going to pop that on there. It's building up nicely. Next layer, so you can, this is where we're going to start to see the cat's green eyes peeking through. And that's the beauty of making some of these files a little bit bigger, because then if you've got smaller details like the eyes, they just cut out better if you cut them smaller. I mean, I have cut these letters out smaller and the eyes still did cut out, but you can just, if you're layering it, you get the detail of the colour underneath. And there you go, you can just see the eyes popping through, the cauldron, and it's starting to look and build up really, really well. And there's our top layer in position and a finished letter. So we're going to add some accents. I'm going to just put some silvery wisps on my broomstick. Tiny little white dot for the cat. Want some string on the broomstick. And there we go. A Halloween spider's web letter. And how did you find that? Let me know in the comments how you got on. Did you find it easy to create the spider's web layer? Once you know how to do it, it's not that difficult, is it? It's just about looking at how to build up your layers and using something different, because I could have just created this with just the first letter using my contour tool, but I wanted something different, and creating that spider's web for it just gives it a different element, and it's so easy to do. So thank you so much for crafting along with me. I have got lots of Halloween tutorials over on the blog. Do check out my pumpkin tutorial where I show you how to create a pumpkin SVG of your own out of a circle, and it's super easy. Thank you so much for crafting along with me, and happy crafting.